Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, I have questions. That need answering. Dr. Avalanche, Portia M, welcome. So, between Friday and Saturday, no problem. I can remember what I did. Between Saturday and Friday, big problem, because that's like many days, like at least 4 days that are going by there. So, I don't immediately remember. I have questions, is what I'm saying. What was I planning to do with this here? Because, first of all, I can't pronounce his name. And secondly, I don't remember what I was going to do with him. I know clearly he's a prisoner. I get that part. I understand that part. Was I planning on keeping him? Because he's kind of meh all the way through. He's not bad at shooting. It would be nice to have a good combatant here. But he's not great. Yar, I know I was going to keep, just so I can keep saying Yar over and over again. Just Yar. And obviously we're keeping the vampire. I don't remember what I was going to do about Toblerone here. Right now, we're just farming his blood, which is a perfectly sensible thing to be doing to Toblerone. But was I planning on keeping him? Because he has skills. He doesn't have nothing. He has a degree of skills here. He's a nimble, bloodlusting crash baby. And that's one of the most exciting phrases I've said today. And I've been up since 5:30. I guess I'm just going to kind of have to feel it out as I go along. We're just going to have to cope as we go along there. Don't turn the stream on with the ear right next to the speaker. Yeah, no, don't do that sort of thing. Don't do that sort of thing. Yeah, no, I think Portia's right. I wanted to at first, and then I can't take everybody like I normally do. Normally, I'd have 40 colonists at this point. I can't really do that here because of the dietary restrictions of cannibalism. It's just that simple. Where are you at right now? Okay. Why did we have anesthetic on you? Did I take something out of you? I must have tried to take something out of you. I'm probably harvesting you. That's probably it. Syringa, welcome. No, I think M's got it. I'm harvesting you. Well, let's get some more stuff out of you then. Let's keep that trainer rolling. Obviously, the first time failed. All right, I've got 2 lungs. I mean, it's not going to hurt to have 3 lungs. Spikelow Girl, welcome. I mean, I've got 2 lungs. It would not hurt to have 3. I'm going to see if we can grab your right lung, kid. And then maybe a kidney. And then I might just pop your heart out and eat you. It might be just that simple. Pop your heart out. That will understandably end your life. And then eat you. Because, that's what we do around here. We eat people. It's the name of our town. Okay, speaking of eating people, I don't think we have too much human food left. I mean, food made out of humans is really where I'm going with that. Not human food. I mean, I have human food in my fridge, but it's not made out of people. It's largely broccoli. And that muffalo we could chop up too. They won't like it. Yeah, the Pact of Trebo keep hating us because we keep sucking blood out of Toblerone here. We're going to stop that. See, Marcus needed that. Marcus just grabbed the bag of blood and is like, oh, thank goodness. I am totally a vampire. I'm going to drink that nice bag of blood that we just pulled out of Toblerone. So, Marcus, speaking of Marcus, my vampire friend, how are we doing on the whole converting you into cannibalism, which is a very exciting idea. You're going to be a vampire and a cannibal at the same time. Marcus, that's Dee Dee. Dee Dee is our lizard. She's in the Dee Dee zone. It's a very safe place to be. If you ever need safety, Marcus, just run to the Dee Dee zone. Clearly you're already in it, because Dee Dee just came in and checked on you. You don't know there's no human in your food. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, there could be a thumb in there. I usually throw everything into a blender, so I have no idea. I could be a cannibal right now. I might be a cannibal. So you think you're a cannibal. I would watch that show. Hard. Like, really hardcore watch that show. Like, I would stream that. I would binge watch that. I would binge watch So You Think You're a Cannibal. And it would be like, I don't know, it would be like a game show, like a competitive reality show, like Survivor. Except you have to eat people. Your only available food source is humans. Multiples, because you're going to need more than one. And then we see who gets all the way to the end with just cannibalism. And how many people tap out going, hey, you know what? I would love to win the $100,000, but I am really getting sick of eating people. It's gross and disgusting. So I would absolutely binge watch So You Think You're a Cannibal. Wait, did Yar just die? Oh, no, she just got out of bed. Okay, she just had assumed that I just died in bed position. Yar, how are we doing with you? We are recruiting you. And we stopped taking your blood. You're welcome. By the way, you're welcome. Okay, do I have anywhere I can be going and murdering people? Not close by. Not anywhere near us. I could start assaulting colonies, but I think that's a little more than we want to do. Unless we get a raid soon, we might be a little tight on the whole having humans to eat thing, but we might be due a raid. I don't know. I was playing one of my side games of RimWorld last night, and I got raided like 4 times in a game day. It was a little silly. 2 of them were for quests, and then 2 of them were just random raids. Hang on. There's not enough coffee in my face. There's still not enough coffee in my face, but that was better. Yeah, thizz. Oh, we got your lung. Oh, good. That's an extra spare lung we have around here. Yegor, I might be able to kit you out with some lungs, dude. We could stop with the whole asthma nonsense that you have right now. Because it's a little silly, isn't it, Yegor? The asthma thing. Just, like, grow up and don't have asthma. Lon, why are you sad about life? What's your problem? Yes, there's a colonist left unburied. She's not dead. She's just waiting. Neural supercharge. Yeah, we could work on that. You love your human leather pants. Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Chemical satisfaction. You're into that because you're doing a lot of drugs. Yeah, Lon, you're basically fine. If you could stop being whiny about things, that'd be great. The multiple raids were all getting quest ones. Yeah, it wasn't a bug thing. I had 2 raids from quests, and then 2 other raids popped by too. Like one regular raid, and then one of the whole like, these people are going to come and do a dark ritual at you. Please go shoot them before they finish it. It just all happened in one game day. Unfortunately, that tribe is not cannibals. Otherwise, they would be feasting right now. They just eat regular food, not cannibal food, not like food made out of people. We got that lung out of you. So, just kind of for having the conversation, maybe we grab a kidney. Maybe we just grab a kidney out of you. Maybe you don't need both of your kidneys. Okay? Maybe you just don't need both of them. You're doing fine with one, or you will be very, very soon. Low medicine is no lie. You ain't wrong about that. We do have quite a lot of heal root that's getting almost ready to be harvested. That'll top us off for a little bit. I wouldn't mind if we got a trader coming by. We could just buy some. Oh, yeah, I was working on my dormitory here. Do I have any wood? I have no wood. Why do I have no wood? That seems a little extreme. I'd like to have more than that. Also, weirdly, for a map that has a ton of steel, I don't have a lot of steel. That being said, we've been on a bit of a murder spree lately. I can't put a good spin on that. I can't put a positive spin on that. We've just been out killing a lot of people. This is the first time the colony has been all together in one place in a long time. We had Grumpy and Yegor out doing a quest for like 2 weeks or something, and then we'd go off and do some murders with Team Murder here. So I'm not surprised we're not getting a whole lot done. We do have some steel over there. Buzzkill, you're right. We could use some more labor. I can't, like I was saying at the beginning, I can't take everybody. What with the dietary restrictions and all. But it wouldn't hurt me to have some more people. I know how to make the space radio, right? I just haven't actually made it. You're going to tell me I don't have enough steel, right? I do. I actually do. It's on the map somewhere. We can go and get it. Okay, plans within plans. Let's cut down all the trees that live, because nature is for suckers. So cut down all of those. That'll give me what I need to start putting my dormitory together. Yeah, no, they're not chopping trees at all. They're being very fussy about that. Who is supposed to be on, like, super keen chopping duty right now? That is plant cutting, and that is Grumpy. Unfortunately, Grumpy's also doing the mining. Grumpy, take a break from the mining, okay? Take a break from the mining and just go into, like, max tree cutting right now, so I can get my dormitory put together. Because if I get a refugee quest that pops by, there's my free labor right there. And they'll actually enjoy the food that we eat. They won't probably enjoy the fact that when they go to get the food, there's a one-legged dead 13-year-old drug-addicted girl in there. But, you know, we're going to work on that. Who got converted? Toblerone. Oh, I don't know that we care that much, Toblerone. We might just kind of toss you out the door. You do have an artsy skill. Are you as good as Yar? I mean, you're both kind of the same, if we're honest about things. Here's what I'm going to do, Toblerone, because I'm very indecisive about my prisoners right now. I'm going to put you on recruit now, and we'll have a think about you. Hang on, coffee. There we go. So I should get the space phone put together somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put the space phone. I could keep carving this out. I really need more labor. Who would think that a bunch of drugged up cannibals would be so unfocused? It's so true. You'd think they'd be really dialed in to what their plans are. You know, eating people and doing drugs. That's basically their only plan. I really don't even understand how they're messing it up. To be honest with you, it's a very, very simple plan. Yes, we rip limbs off, but I'm largely in charge of that. I'm in charge of the ripping the limbs off thing. Your desert farm hit a snag. Is it because you live in a desert? As Sam Kinison once joked. You live in a desert. Nothing grows here. Nothing's going to grow here. Get your kids, get your luggage, we'll make one trip. We'll take you to where the food is. Now, Sam Kinison said that louder and with way more curse words, but that was basically the gist of it. Oh, we got your kidney there, kid. We got a lung, got a kidney. And we're feeding you, not for long, because the next operation will be your heart. Just so you're clear on that. Can somebody maybe build a copy? I'm getting a lot of body parts here. I should probably build a copy of some of these things. So, oh, another conversion. Who now? Oh, Marcus is now on board. Wow, everyone is... I have never converted people this quickly to something so horrible. I'm asking people to eat people. Now, I see why the vampire went for it. He's like, I'm already halfway there, dude. I'm already drinking their blood. I may as well eat them. I get why the vampire is into it. But everyone else is like, yup, cannibalism. Sure. Absolutely. You would like me to eat people and make that my religion? Absolutely. How soon can I get started? We're definitely putting Marcus on recruit. That is definitely happening. And then Toblerone I'm going to make a decision of, and this over here, I'm going to grab your heart wicked soon. And that will largely be the end of you. Except the bits that we eat. The bits that we eat would be good. I am a big influence, Spike Little Girl. You're right. That's really what it is. It's my own natural charisma. Because that's what David Lee Roth says. I got charisma. David Lee Roth didn't actually say that to me. I don't know David Lee Roth. I don't really have any interest in knowing David Lee Roth. He seems like a bit of a tool, frankly. But, you know, there was that video where he says, got charisma. So I keep saying that. I've been saying that I've been saying that since that video came out. What do we got here? Oh, the bedrolls. Right. I forgot about the bedrolls. Yes. Okay, the team is moving on this. Is Grumpy chopping tree? Yeah, Grumpy has dealt with the tree issue. Fantastic. Okay, let's start putting some things together here. Grumpy, I'm probably going to outline some more of those for you because we're going to need a lot of those. So let's just do a regular old wooden floor here, and then all in here. And let's get some lights going on in here too. So a lamp. No, that's a silly place to put a lamp. A lamp there and a lamp there. Grumpy, how many? Oh, there's a whole... Oh, you're already earmarked to do these ones. Okay, you'll get on that when you get on that. But right now, we're gonna grab your heart. It's. I'd say it's not gonna feel good. You will in fact be euthanized at that point, so you're not gonna feel it. You also won't feel it when we butcher you and eat you and make you into tasty, tasty sandwiches. But this is not gonna end well, I guess is really where I'm... No, Buell, don't bother with the last meal, dude. That was a waste of a meal. We're literally ripping his heart out. We're going all Temple of Doom on him, kid. And we fed him. Did we feed him people food? I hope not. I hope not. You better not have ate non-cannibal... Oh, you're into cannibalism. We must have converted you. Buell's in. Buell's like, yeah, I'll rip his heart out. That's cool. Are you good at that, Buell? I mean, you have a base medical training. Sure. You know, you can probably find a heart. Hang on. Travelers Desire Charity. Oh, God, how much money do they want out of me? There we go. Got a heart, and we've got lunch. See, this is just win. Oh, and there's a farming worksite. Great. That's also dinner. What do you people want? You want 460 silver. Okay, probably. Where's Nia? Zash, can you cover that one, please? Go grab some. No, go. Zash, go okay. Zash, go. There we go. Give some money to that poor traveler there. I'd like to see some work in exchange for it, but here we are. I learned that swamps are very bad. Actually, I had a good run on a swamp. Because you didn't have to deal with heaters. You can just deal... You may have to deal with air conditioners, but you didn't have to deal with heaters. No seasons, really. It was just hot all the time. I liked my swamp run. I had snakes. It was fun. Okay, beds. Beds would be the next logical thing to put in here. So, wooden bed, 1, 2, and then counting. because that's what people are tuning in for. Hear me counting. And then we'll put in... Yeah, actually, we won't do the end tables right now. Just see if I actually get a Refugee Quest. I assume we've chopped up Thuz at this point. Yeah, he's in there somewhere. We probably already made him into... Oh, no, he's right there. He's right there. There's Thuz. Slightly less of him. One less lung, one less kidney, and no heart. But I feel we probably weren't going to eat those bits. I think we're concerned more with the fleshy mass rather than the internal organs. I mean, I know people eat kidneys, but I think we can spare one. We didn't need both of them. Resistance is down. Was that Marcus or Yar? So where are you at? 22.6, 11.7, and then Toblerone. I still need to make a decision on you. We're still sucking blood out of you. Your family are not pleased. They're just not happy about that sort of thing. We're working on Yar a little bit more. Could I get by with just Marcus and Yar? Marcus, what are your skills, actually? I don't really know much about you. Wow, you're actually not bad at combat. You're met at everything else, but you're not bad at combat. You're psychically sensitive. That's kind of a pain in the neck, but I'm going to learn to cope because you're a vampire, and that's wicked fun. So, I mean, you can do some mining. You'd be a good combatant. Either way, whether we go gun or melee, you'd be a good combatant. You love chit-chatting to people, but, like, nobody cares, Marcus. Nobody really cares. And what a terribly vampire name he has, too. What like, Marcus. You're not getting much more of a vampire-y name than that one. Marjo, what are you researching these days? Tube television. Oh, that'll be fun. We'll like that sort of thing. I should put together a recreation room. Okay. Let's try to get something done here that isn't what I'm doing right now. So, Grumpy will be done soon enough with the whole thing that he's doing there. So let's take this corridor over here. And then I'd like to see, I guess, a recreation room of some sort, like that. And that'll leave me room to put the corridor still up the other side. Yeah, put a recreation room like that. Okay, gotta cheer these people up. They're having a bad time. And that, and that, and that, and whatever else you feel like doing. Okay. That's part one of my plan. Marcus can punch, shoot, and chat. He's like a bouncer. He covers all the basics of bouncing there. Solar flare. Okay, we'll cope with that. That's fine. How's the heal root coming these days? 100% grown. Great, good. We'll have that in. That'll top me off a little bit on medicine. Goats are looking good. The donkeys are going fine. Oh, I was going to look at our next murder site. Yeah, it's down here. Farming work site. There's 3 people there and some corn. Guess which ones we want to eat. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Right, so probably put together team murder. I think we can just get right into that. Yeah, I think we can just get going on that. So that is Zash, Marjo, and Riggs. They are team murder. We probably won't take the prisoners. We will take our corpse donkeys, obviously. That goes without saying. Okay, next, I want to get those bedrolls. Where are those? Human. Wow, I have 1,200 units of human leather. If somebody wants to come by and buy human leather, I am well stocked with that. Bedroll. I know I can search for it. Thank you. I'm aware I can search for it. I probably will pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to search for it. Bedroll. No, really? Really? No bedroll? What is that called then? Hang on. Cancel all of this. What's the thing I have then? Because I can definitely... it's right here. Muffalo wool bedroll. Yeah, why are we not using this? That was weird. Hang on, let me try that again. Bobcat, welcome. Send the caravan. Again. Alright, so Zash, Marjo, and Riggs. Right. Is that in maybe travel supplies? It's probably in travel supplies. Is that bed? There they are. Okay. So, yeah, I want to do this. I want to automatically do this. So you're already taking the bedrolls. Cool. And then let's see here. You're taking a quantity of simple meals. Why don't you take a little bit of pemmican just in case you get snacky later. We do have 91 units of human meat. That is fun. That is fun. No, I've got them, Portia. They were in the wrong place. Well, they weren't in the wrong place. They were in a place I didn't expect. We're actually in travel supplies, because we're traveling and we need bedrolls. Herbal medicine, you're taking a few of those, and that'll probably about do it. So some meals, some pemmican, and we're taking a little bit of hay for the donkeys. We're not taking a little bit of hay for the donkeys? Maybe you want to take some hay for the donkeys? How about like 50 hay for the donkeys? Okay, send that out. Yes, I know they're not going to like to eat the food, but there it is. Confirm that, please. Okay, Team Murder, out the door. Coming back with, well, more humans, really. Team Murder, ready to go. Ready to go. Yegor, apart from the obvious, what's your problem these days? Innocent prisoner died. He did try to kill us. Someone was organ murdered. Oh, that's a fun phrase. Organ murdered. We've really got to get you on board, Yegor. You should be so much happier if you just embraced our religion. Because we are so cool with that. We are so cool with organ murder. And we're going to make t-shirts. I organ murdered somebody and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. And it could have somebody's kidney on it. Not like an icon of a kidney, like an actual picture of a kidney. Or maybe an actual kidney. Like you could just sort of tape a kidney to the shirt. And it would say, I organ murdered somebody, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt and a kidney. Oh, yeah, we should get that. That should be my merch. A kidney. And the t-shirt part, too. Yeah, like also the t-shirt. But, you know, the human kidney. I don't know where I'm going to get that many human kidneys. I'm going to need at least 3. At least 3. Minimum of 3. All right, Murder Party is off and running, which is good. We do have... Oh, hi. What's up? Broken Imperium. I don't really have anything to trade. I didn't bring anything with me. I could maybe sell them some pemmican or something. Oh, you got all sorts of cool stuff. I swear to God, if these people have Resurrector Mech Serum, I will spit. They don't. They do have all sorts of other cool stuff. And they don't want to buy anything. Just cancel that, and we'll just move on. Thank you. You guys are cool with us. You're the only people who are cool with us. You're the only faction. Later in the day, welcome. Later in the day, let me ask you a question. Would you wear a t-shirt that had a human kidney on it? Because I'm thinking of marketing that. And the t-shirt would say, I just organ murdered somebody, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt and a kidney. Because I feel that's a marketable thing. I think at least a few people are going to be into that sort of nonsense. Hang on, coffee. I mean, I'm not saying I'd buy one. I don't think Mrs. Dave would let me buy one. She'd be like, no, I'm trying the line there, man. I have let you wear a lot of silly things, but I'm not letting you wear that because that has a human kidney on it and it's kind of stinky. Or at least it would be after the first few days. With the team that I have here, I think all the beds are done. We have quantities of wood now. Grumpy's got a lot of stuff chopped down here. There's still piles of wood all over the place. So, Grumpy, why don't you go back on number 1, mining, instead of tree cutting, because we've got a lot of mining to do. We're going to get a rec room going. This is eventually going to be a bedroom. Speaking of which, do I have power over here? Kind of. Let's put power up in there. And then I should probably get a light right where it is. So yeah, a light, yeah, that works. And a door. People love having doors. So a door there, and then more floors. So floor and floor, and then I'll figure that out to be a bedroom. Yeah, Buzzkill, I'll take your kidney guy's number. I mean, just I probably have a kidney guy. I'm sure I must at least know one person who is dealing in kidneys. They're like, yeah, I got spare kidneys. I take them out of people. I organ murder people. Actually, I don't know any local organ murderers, but I bet if I dig enough, I probably can find one or two. It's a strange kind of town, you see. All right, team's off and running. Everything is broadly going fine. Of course, now will be the time when I get raided. Now will be the time when we get a raid. If anyone wanted to finish that jade sculpture, Buell, I'm looking in your direction. Buell, apart from sleeping, what are you up to these days? What are you good at? Yeah, you're really good at the cooking. Yeah, wicked good at the cooking. It's not my phrase later in the day. Organ murder came straight from RimWorld. Not actually. Grumpy, cook the human meat before you eat it. That's just wasteful. We could have made that into a meal. See, Buell's making it into a meal. Buell's like, I will cook this arm that we have here before I munch down on it. See, Buell's got the right idea. Did we get that Muffalo, by the way? Yeah, apparently we did. Okay, good. Now what should I do? I really kind of need Grumpy to get on the mining duty. and then the other people could finish out this area here, and the Constructobot. That's what I need. That's what I was thinking of doing, was the whole Constructobot chamber, where we can Constructobot things. I should just dig out all of this. I could put so many things in there. I think I'm going to do that, and then I could pop a door through to here. Yeah, I can definitely work on that. I need to find a way to work this into the set. Yeah, I was gonna say you can absolutely have my material. I'm not actually sure about that. If I'm watching some comedy show and I hear organ murder and T-shirts with kidneys on them, I might actually have a problem with that. And you wouldn't be able to take it anyway because all these things are dated. So I could say, hey, look at this video. I said it first. Yeah, I might actually have a problem with that if somebody stole my material. I work hard on this. I mean, you think I don't. You think like he's just saying things that come out of the top of his head. And you're broadly right. It's when they come out of the top of my head that is really, really the important part of that. What was I doing before I was thinking about myself? Because I love thinking about myself. Oh, I was going to do all of this. Yeah. So let's do... This is going to be a big old task for Grumpy. It's going to take him a while. But I want to mine out all of this. And then this can be Constructobot area and my biotech area, and I could probably fit in the space phone there. I gotta find a place to put the space phone. I don't have my space phone up. Buzzkill, great question. Glad you're asking the important questions here. It is, I'm gonna say nominal at this point. We do have an obscene? We have a lot of ambrosia, Buzzkill. We have a lot of ambrosia, and that's good. We have a lot of psychite, but we haven't actually done anything with it. We're a little lazy, and by that I mean we don't actually have the manpower to do that. And we also have a dead 13-year-old one-legged drug-addicted girl in my freezer. So that's really, Buzzkill, where the geniusosity comes in. It's not so much in the drug creation. I can create drugs. I've been creating drugs in RimWorld for a very long time because I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. The geniusosity is having a one-legged dead 13-year-old drug-addicted girl in my freezer who is waiting for a bionic leg. The second she's not dead... Now you're saying to yourself, well, dead is dead, Dave. Not in RimWorld. Dead is just one stage of life. It can be altered, enhanced, changed. It's all good. Oh, we seem to have killed a pig that probably wandered through our trap corridor, I bet. Yeah, and also, could we maybe get rid of the corpses if we can't eat them? I've got 2 perfectly good grapes. You guys aren't in a weird zone, are you? No, you're in unrestricted. Lon, could you, bury this guy? And I won't take Grumpy's time. Yegor, you're relaxing socially. I hate you, so bury Netro Amine there or something. We still keep taking blood from Toblerone, and his family are just like, could you please stop taking blood from our relative? Stop, please, just stop doing that. And I'm like, nah, we're going to take all your blood. A little bit at a time, so it gives you time to make more, really. Where is Yar at these days? Because I feel... Okay, 10.4. That's not terrible. Unfortunately, Zash is off. Not off like he's spoiled in the fridge. I don't mean he smells bad. I mean he's off on a little adventure here. And by adventure, I mean murder party. Murder party is really what we're doing here. Oh, they're almost there. They're almost at Murder Site Alpha. I should have probably brought some stuff to trade. I could have swung over to the Royals there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get the space phone going relatively soon, and we'll talk to space people in space who have space things we can buy. Hang on, coffee. There we go. So yeah, Grumpy's got a big plan ahead of him, and I would like to have Grumpy concentrate on that because this is definitely now. Okay, yeah, there we go. Hang on, I've got to go do some murders. I'll be right back, guys. So yeah, there we go. Zoom in on that. Okay, where is the team over here? Fantastic. Right, I don't think we need to go too crazy on this. Oh my god, they've got cages. Oh, they have so many cages. Oh, we're coming home with so much meat. Oh my goodness, it's a smorgasbord. It's like Whole Foods, but humans. Oh, team. All right, let's back off a little bit there. Okay, I'm super excited because there is so many humans to eat here. Many of them are in cages, but we're going to cope with that. That's going to be fine. Wait, is your name Meow? Oh my god, it's almost a shame to kill you. Your name is Meow the Botanist. Oh! a part of me really wants to wound you and take you home and love you, and then convert you to cannibalism and drug addiction and ripping your limbs off. And a part of me just wants to eat you. So we kind of see where we're at. Riggs, why don't you do the burden thing? Because I love that. That's fun. There we go. You're burdened. Okay, you're burdened. Oh, grenades. 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 I see grenades there. Cool. Cool. I bet you if you were blind, you'd have a hard time throwing a grenade. Right? Right? I think we missed him. Do the thing where we just shoot him off into space. There we go. Where'd he go, by the way? I should probably be aware of where he went. Okay, he went up there. Cool. Meow's dead. Neat. So let's concentrate on Captain I've Got Grenades, because they have grenades, which is less ideal, what with the grenades and things. So there's Captain I've Got Grenades right there. Let's see if we can maybe shoot Captain I've Got Grenades until he goes away. And doesn't have grenades anymore. And maybe we could have the grenades. So team, let's focus. Let's burden him. Let's burden him. Slow him down a little bit. And don't worry about Buttermilk, who is... that's great. I love these people. These people are fun, and they excite me. Razorback, are you going to be dead soon? Because I would wicked appreciate it if you did. Yeah, shoot. Are we going to... Okay, Marjo, this is going to be a surprise to you. Could you melee attack Buttermilk? Okay, that is the most exciting thing that I've said today, and I've been up since 5:30. Melee attack Buttermilk, and would the other two members... Okay, so these guys are done. Everybody shoot at this guy. Yeah, shoot. No, more shooting. Buttermilk, see, here's the thing with being a prisoner. We're mostly here for the meat. We're mostly here to kill you. I would love... Buttermilk, look, no one more than me wants to take you home and cuddle you. Because your name is Buttermilk. We've already killed Meow, so I can't do anything with that. But here's the thing. We are actually here for the food. So what we're going to do is actually continue to shoot you in the face. It's not personal. I want you to know that. It is actually completely impersonal. I have no personal relations when I go to the grocery store. Now, cages. There's so many cages. Oh my goodness. Open everything. Just open literally all the cages. Oh, we're bringing home so much meat. And these were corn farmers, by the way. Oh, later in the day. Thank you so much. These were corn farmers, and also they kept humans in cages. Okay. I need to strip all of these people of their flesh. So put that there. I don't care that it is it's outside. Butcher everybody. So butcher just humans. Actually, just the humans will be fine. And do that forever until we're done. Okay. You guys, you're all off duty. Okay, you can all be off duty. There you go. And go to work. Here we go. Go to work. All right. Yep, Zash is already into butchering. Zash is like, oh my god, I can't wait to start chopping this guy up. There's so many cages. Oh, I love these sights. I love these sights. Yep, there's a dead person. Marjo, I love the fact that you're taking a nap, but could you not? Because we have, like, work to do. Could you open up that, please? And then there was another cage around here somewhere, right? Oh, yeah, up here. So pop that one up. Riggs, again, napping. That's neat. I see what you're doing there. But if you could open up the cage... All right, Marjo, just take a nap, then. If you're that obsessed with taking... Where's Zash? Zash, why are you off duty? Okay, you're eating, which is ironic, I think. So... No, don't do that. Do prioritize butcherizing. Oh, we're going to get so many. We're going to get so much human meat. It's just going to be a little silly. We're going to come home with all this meat, and the team at home are going to be like, this is a little silly. It's like a supermarket, but it's free. It's like we've gone to Whole Foods, and they're like, hey, free day. Just take whatever you want. It's cool. All you got to do is open up a cage to do it. And we're like, oh my god, I will take all the human arms that you have. 75, 37, and then we got one more up there. Riggs is asleep on the corpse, but I'm sure Zash can cope. So let's see, that's 225, 250-ish, somewhere in there, 260-ish. Oh, this is amazing. This is the greatest day in RimWorld. Okay, wait, do you have more to do? Oh yeah, there's still these guys down here. Oh, we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up. You're interested to know what happened to the dead drug-addicted girl. Fun story about that later in the day. That's a fun story. I'm glad you asked. So Chibi is 13 years old. And she's a cannibal and a drug addict, because that's our religion. We believe in that, very wholeheartedly, I might add. So, Marjo, I love the fact you're grabbing that human meat, but we've got things to do here. So let's reform the caravan and go home with this amazing quantity of human meat that we have there. So you three, and then how much do we get? 423 pieces of human meat. 423 pieces of human meat. Oh, we're having a good day. We're having a good day. Yeah, it's all the corpses. I've cleaned the place out, Portia. I have cleaned the place out. Okay, so make sure you're doing this. 423 pieces of human meat coming home with us. Neat. Yeah, let's go back to work here. So, so later in the day, this is Chibi. Okay, hang on. Marcus has gone insane. I'll be right with you. Okay, cool. Marcus, bad timing, really. Yar and Toblerone, if you want to beat him up, that's cool. You can just, like, kick his butt. Yar's down. Toblerone's in. I kind of want to see how this ends up. Yar's crawling back to bed. Marcus is still insane. Okay, just open the door and then back off a little bit here. Come on out, Marcus. No. We've trapped Marcus in there. Come on out, Marcus. Okay, he's destroyed the door. You coming out? Are you coming out? It's just that I need to get the prisoners. There we go. That was a lot of shots. Please don't kill him, by the way. Okay, involuntary death rest. That's fine. That's fine. I can cope with that. Except everyone is now injured. So could we rescue, like, literally everyone, please? And rescue. Okay, Buell, you're going to be, like, hardcore on doctorizing right now, which is unfortunate because we don't actually have a lot of medicine right now. Yegor, you love doctorizing. Go tend to Toblerone. Actually, who's worse? Actually, they're just bruises. I mean, Yar will be dead in 24 hours, but that's a long time. That's a very long time in RimWorld. So later in the day, Les, welcome. This is Chibi. Chibi is a 13-year-old girl that we converted very quickly, I might add, to cannibalism, hardcore narcotic addiction, and ripping your limbs off and replacing them with mechanical things, possibly a toaster. And one day, Chibi was our most vital colonist, because Chibi was our most fervent supporter of our religion. She was zealous in her support of cannibalism, so much so that she converted her own mother, Marjo, who is on Team Murder. So Marjo, who does a lot of our murders now, Marjo's on Team Murder, so she does a lot of our murders. And so Marjo is Chibi's mother, and Chibi converted her own mother to cannibalism in about an afternoon. It went very, very quickly. And unfortunately, there was a bear. Right about here, actually. There was a bear. And the bear said, boy, that 13-year-old girl looks yummy. And the bear attacked Chibi. Now, Chibi did have a rifle, but at the end of the day, Chibi is a 13-year-old girl. And 13-year-old girl versus bear, the bear did win and also bit her leg off. So Chibi died, which, as we've discussed, is a temporary phase in one's life in RimWorld. It can be enhanced or changed. There's all sorts of things you can do with death. So we immediately stuck Chibi in the freezer. Because the one thing we don't want to do is, well, two things we don't want to do. One, accidentally eat her, because again, we are cannibals. And two, have her decompose. So we've stuck her in the freezer immediately. In fact, later in the day, I've had a dead 13-year-old girl in my freezer for 1.7 years. 1.7 years she's been in the freezer. Until we find a resurrector mech serum and hopefully release her from her stage of life that is currently death. So that's Chibi's gig, because I have plans for Chibi. And you know what the really exciting part is? I don't know what the plans are. I have no idea. But something very exciting is going to happen to Chibi. Even better than Baby Who Is Named Baby, even better than Tittles. I mean, Baby Who Is Named Baby was my finest creation. My invisible cyborg assassin, who was, what was he, like 15? But Chibi. I've got big plans for Chibi, and I have no idea what they are. No clue. It's going to be very, very exciting. You should stay tuned, as they say in TV these days. Hang on, coffee. There we go. How's everyone doing, kids? Are we feeling better after the little incursion here? So you are you're still going to be dead in 20 hours. Yegor, you're taking a wicked long time. Yegor, does your unnatural... Oh, your unnatural healing is on cooldown. So not so much there. Grumpy going back to his first love, which is mining here. I mean, the guy can take down a mountain. What is your mining? 13. 13 with a passion for that. Excellent. Yeah, you've got the spirit of it later in the day there. You've got the spirit of it. Chibi, I mean, in 13 years, Chibi's had a very eventful life. Who knows what her post-death phase will look like? Yeah, Baby who is named Baby did embrace the demon void. We don't know where he is right now, but I'm sure he's having a very, very exciting time. Where's Team Murder? Oh, yeah, they're going to take a while. Yeah, okay. So Team Murder will be back with over 400 pieces of human meat. That's going to keep us going for a long, long, long time. That is fantastic. Grumpy, I'm going to kind of do some stuff behind you there. What have I got? I've got a lot of granite. So let's do a granite wall like this. And then just a regular old wooden door will be fine. Pop that right in there. And then I'm going to start to put some things in there, because I didn't just make this for nothing, as you can imagine. Somebody smooth out the walls while you're in the neighborhood, please. Thank you. And then what? Then what? We still have a little bit of human meat in there. Step in the middle of a playthrough and hear all of this without context. I think you're up to speed. I think you're broadly up to speed. I mean, we could talk about Marcus the Vampire who popped by, but it's all about Chibi. Which is odd, because honestly, Chibi has not been a part of the game for 1.7 game years. Hey, people are aging here, but Chibi is eternal. Chibi will be here forever until I find a way to resurrect her. Now, we were told, somebody in comments in chat popped up and said you're only... I don't recall who it was. I apologize if I don't name you, but apparently Resurrect Mech serums can only be done through quests. You cannot purchase them. They're only available through a quest. So I would love to get as many royalty quests going on as we possibly can. How much do the... Oh, speaking of which, boom. Okay, that was easy. Is it a royalty quest, though? It is not. Okay. Death Rest Capacity Serum. Now, you're saying that. You're like, that sounds exciting. That's not really what I want. That's really not... Oh, a Psychic Eminator, however. Oh, ho, ho. Hang on. That could be very good. That's going to keep people happy. That's just artificial happiness right there. It is the Royals, but no, it doesn't really have what I want. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it for the Psychic Eminator. There's definitely, that's going to happen. I'm sure there's a mod to change that later in the day. I'm sure there's a mod to change that. Unfortunately, because I am a prophet of RimWorld, needlessly messianic, I know, I am not only a genius... I mean, really, I've rocketed past the surly bounds of genius into the realms of geniusosity, hashtag geniusosity, but I'm also a prophet of RimWorld, a needlessly messianic, I know. So I can't mod the game, because if I mod the game, they will immediately announce new DLC, and I'm going to have to start all over again. And it is actually getting to be about that time. That would be a risky move. It's been a while since Anomaly. The pods are here with the Psychic Eminator. What is... Where is my... mysterious cargo? That's what I want to know. Well, first of all, give me my thing. Give me my Psychic Eminator here. So let's install that somewhere nice and centrally located. So that would cover... I'd like to cover the kitchen area, because that's where a lot of people hang out. So let's put that here, right in the middle of that hallway. That's going to be a great spot for that. I know, I want new DLC too. But I'd like to finish what I'm doing. Portia, you cannot deny that despite my genius in RimWorld, especially with the Anomaly run, Baby who is named Baby, where I demonstrated that I was in fact a genius by creating the infinite zombie generator, aka the date box, hashtag trademark copyright the date box, where I just expressed to all of you why I will be receiving the Nobel Prize in RimWorld. So when the Nobel committee comes together and they announce the prize winner, you're going to be like, wait a minute, I know that guy. I've watched one or two of his videos. He deserved the Nobel Prize for RimWorld. Good job. I assume that's on like national primetime TV, right? Like that's that they don't like bury that on page 6, right? Like do they interrupt things for Nobel Prize announcements? Like, if you're watching, like, a sports game, do they interrupt that and go, we're breaking live to the Nobel Prize announcement for RimWorld? And I'd be, like, in the audience, just sort of with a smug grin on my face, because I knew I had it. I'd probably be doing a thumbs up at the camera, and maybe, like, the little pointing thing where it sort of looks like you're doing, like, the finger gun, but not really. That I assume they preempt things. Maybe not, like, the biggest things. Like, they probably wouldn't preempt the Super Bowl. But I bet a regular football game, just like a regular football game, they're going to be like, we're tearing away from this football game to go live to the Nobel Committee announcement for the Nobel Prize in RimWorld. And there I'd be, like, right in the audience going, dude, I got this. I would probably get a t-shirt that says, dude, I got this. Because that'd be fun. That'd be fun to just kind of mess with the Nobel Committee, because they knew they were giving it to me. It was not even an option. I mean, I created the Infinite Zombie Generator, aka the Dave Box. # trademark copyright the Dave Box. I can't not get it. So putting all of that aside later in the day, I cannot mod this because I am a prophet of RimWorld, needlessly messianic, I know. If I mod it, they will immediately announce new DLC, and I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing and start all over again, because we all know when new DLC comes out, it breaks all the mods, and I don't want to deal with that nonsense. Why did I not do this? What level of genius was I working on where I didn't do this? You know what? I'm going to leave that. Clearly, I had a plan there. I didn't. But somehow, this is genius. So I'm going to just smooth all those walls and call it a day. That's what we're going to do with that. Okay, where is the murder team? Team Murder, getting there. They'll be on the road soon. Well, they're on a road, Dave. They're on a road right now. So they'll be moving pretty quickly. This will be fine. It would be the ultimate face reveal. You're right. You'd have to look for the shirt because you wouldn't know what my face is. So you say face reveal in an audience of Nobel applicants, hopefuls. It's probably hopefuls. In an audience of Nobel hopefuls, there'd be like a bunch of RimWorld people, and you'd be like, I know he's winning, but I don't know which one he is. So you'd have to look for the T-shirt that says, "I got this, dude." And then maybe on the back, I would put Prophet of RimWorld. And then in brackets underneath, it would say, needlessly messianic, I know. I should make that shirt. I would wear that shirt. Like, I really would. Because it would just make people go, huh? That's all I really want to do in my life. That's it. That's my only goal, is to make people go, huh? Was that? I try as best as humanly possible to be a living, walking representation of Dadaism. So really all I'm trying to do is make people go, huh? Was that? So I should get Mrs. Dave to make that shirt. She's very good at those sorts of things. She's the one who made all of the merch. So she's awfully good at the merchandise here. Did we establish what was supposed to be dropping from the sky? Hang on. Oh, we took some more blood from Toblerone there. That's fine. I was thinking about doing another geothermal, but I'd like to see a few more components before I did that. Is there anywhere relatively yeah, here's a whole bunch of them over here. Okay, whole bunch of components over there. Gemily, welcome. Gemily, quick question. Would you wear a shirt that on the front says, dude, I got this, and on the back says Prophet of RimWorld, and then underneath it in brackets, needlessly messianic, I know? They know you're American, the only guy in the room with a Swedish king with a t-shirt. Yeah, probably. Does the king show up for that? Really? Does the king show up for that? Oh, great question, hun. I'm glad you asked. A really important question. So we were wondering what I'm going to wear. Okay. We're wondering what I'm going to wear to the Nobel Prize giving out ceremony, I guess. Ceremony. So, because I will be receiving the Nobel Prize in RimWorld for, obviously, the Infinite Zombie Generator, aka the Dave Box, # trademark copyright the Dave Box. I mean, there's a million reasons I should be winning, but that will be the obvious one. They're just going to go up and go, dude, Infinite Zombie Generator, aka the Dave Box, # trademark copyright the Dave Box. And that will be the entire presentation by the Nobel Committee. That's all they really need to say. So, the point of this is that I will be wearing a shirt because I know I've got it. So I'm just going to walk. It's not like going to be a contest. It's not going to be like the Oscars where there's like 4 or 5 movies that are up and they like pan to everyone in the audience. And then they have the split screen of like all the actors who are up for an award and they're all looking like vaguely nervous. No, it would just be a shot of me because, dude, I got this. There's no one who's going to compete with the infinite zombie generator, aka the Dave Box. Hashtag trademark copyright the Dave Box. So what I need, this is a long-winded way of getting to a point, I know. What I need is a shirt that says on the front, "Dude, I got this." And then on the back says "Prophet of RimWorld." And then in brackets underneath it, "Needlessly messianic, I know." So, again, long-winded way of answering your question, but that's what I need. I need a shirt to wear, a t-shirt. Because apparently the king shows up for this. First of all, apparently Sweden has a king. I did not know that. So apparently the king shows up for this. I would have thought this would be a little beneath a king. Like maybe a baron or a duke. I could definitely see a duke showing up for the Nobel ceremony. But a king? Like, I feel like a king of Sweden's got better things to do. Going around being Swedish, but a lot, wicked Swedish. Like the most Swedish person would be the king of Sweden. So, but apparently the king shows up for this. And I will still be dressed in a t-shirt because I don't care. I do not respect royalty under any circumstances. I will still wear a t-shirt to meet the king. I bet you, because I've known a couple of Swedes in my life. Several, actually. I've Swedish people in my family. A very long time ago, but, they existed. I'm going to guess the king would be pretty cool about that. He'd come out initially to do... I assume the king is obviously giving away the Nobel Prize. They know that big coin, and then the cash prize, which we really need. Wait, please give me the cash prize. So, I feel the king's going to come out to do the ceremony. He must do it personally. If he's showing up, he's got to do something. I mean, you can't be the king of Sweden and you get invited to the Nobel ceremony, but you don't actually get to give out the prize. If I were the king, I'd be like, dude, I am totally giving out the prize. I am literally a king. So I assume the king comes out. Here's how this is going to go down. The king of Sweden is going to come out. And he has the big coin in his hands, and then the cash prize, which I assume is just a fistful of cash. Maybe a briefcase. Do you think they give it to you in a briefcase? I'd be cool if they gave it to me in a briefcase. So the King of Sweden is going to come out with the big coin and the cash prize in a briefcase. And if it was handcuffed to his arm, that would be even cooler. And then he's gonna look out and he's gonna see me, and he knows I won. For two reasons. One, he's already received the answers. He knew in advance. Because, he can't come out and go, I don't know. You tell me. That doesn't really happen. So I assume he's been given the answers in advance. And also, the second reason is I'm going to have a t-shirt on that says, dude, I've got this. And so he'll know it's me. And he'll know, who to point to when they say, okay, the winner is, and then he's going to, point right to me, the guy in the t-shirt that says, dude, I've got this. So after all of that, I feel the king is going to be pretty cool. Because, again, I've known a Swedish person or two in my time. And I got to feel, even if you're a king and you saw me in a t-shirt, you'd be like, yeah, that's all right, dude. You're fine. I know I'm a king. You should probably dress up for me or something. I don't know, wear a tux or a coronet, a tiara. But you know what? You did invent the infinite zombie generator, a.k.a. the Dave Box. Hashtag trademark, copyright the Dave Box. I'm going to let this one slide. I'm going to let the dude I've got this t-shirt slide. Hang on, I have things are happening here. I actually do have to play RimWorld briefly. Les, thank you very much. Hashtag Genius Aussie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always appreciate that. I appreciate anyone who actually shows up and watches this nonsense. Because I just did 20 minutes on the Nobel committee, and people are still watching. That's the thing. There's still people viewing this right now. I think that was a solid 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know. I wasn't timing it. I was kind of off in a zone there. And thinking about the Swedish king. Not intimately. I don't mean I was fantasizing about the Swedish king. I'm just sort of hey, thinking about a Swedish king. And why does Sweden have a king? I do notice everyone's got the human leather berets. That's very, very exciting. Except for Marjo, who still has that paper bag over her head. She's probably embarrassed about the cannibalism. This could start to get put together over here. So let's bring some power up here and there. And then I can start to put some stuff together in there, especially the space phone. Now, we did just pull some components out of there, which is fantastic. That is good. Okay, the team is all back. The team is ready to go here. Could we maybe, while we've got a few seconds to kill... Actually, I say that. Let's make sure we get all that meat. Did we already unpack the donkeys? We unpacked the donkeys? Really? You sure about that? Because I don't see a whole lot of human meat in here. I see Buell is working on human meat things. But I'm not actually seeing as much... Unless he's just jamming through that. He might be jamming through that. It's entirely possible, because they've clearly unpacked the corpse donkeys. These are my corpse donkeys, by the way, later in the day. They were specifically hired to haul corpses until we figured out, and by we I mean one of my viewers, because I create insane people, until one of my viewers, because again I make them insane, figured out that you can actually just butcher them on site, and it's way easier to take back human meat than it is human corpses. Yeah, I think they did unpack them, because Buell's going nuts processing the human meat here. Just going nuts. Alicia, welcome, welcome, welcome. Why is... Oh, hang on, there's human meat in the hospital? Oh, that's where they dumped it. Somebody must have gone down here for something. Why are we... Oh, hang on. No. This is all silly. Copy that and then paste that over there. So the reason there's human meat is they often just drop them in weird places. Riggs, what are you doing right now? You're having a meal, probably of human. Zash is smoothing a wall. Could you not? Actually, could you haul that human meat to the freezer, please? We don't want to lose any of that. Never, ever lose any of that. Hang on, last of the coffee in my face. Okay, better. All right. Wow, that was basically cold. That was not impressive at all. We've done the power in here because the blueprint isn't there anymore. So let's get some lights going on in here to start. That and that. And then there's steel on the map. They're going to tell me I don't have enough of this, but they're wrong. And I won't hear any of their sass. So put steel tiles all in here. And when they got this done, then we'll work on the recreation room. Things are actually going appallingly well. Appallingly well. Are all the kids in this playthrough well adjusted? There's only the one kid right now, and she's dead. So, I mean, I don't know how much more well adjusted you get than a corpse. Certainly no emotional issues at this point. We figured out how TV works, which is super exciting. What could I be doing now? What should I be doing now? Oh yeah, the neural supercharger. We were working on that. Yeah, let's keep going on that. People are like wicked keen on that. Wicked keen on that. So this is going to be the robot rumpus room, plus probably some biotech stuff. Hospital is also live food storage. It does serve multiple purposes. Guys, you still left 19 human meat here. Marjo, actually you're harvesting heel root. That's really good. Could you take a break and just haul that human meat? I just want to get that in the freezer. Wait, you were harvesting heel root from over there? Oh, I must have tagged some to be, well, you know, harvested, basically. And then that's human meat. I see some in there and some in there. Okay, we probably should be pretty good on food for at least a day or so. I mean, these guys love eating human meat, no lie. And Yar, how are you doing? Yar. I love saying that. Yar. How's your health these days? Many things have been destroyed, but they're all tiny things. A few toes and a couple of fingers. You can totally live without that. You're fine. And then Toblerone, how are you doing these days? You are basically fine. And Marcus, I know you're in death rest right now. Oh, you have a pain stopper in your brain. Oh, wow, you're already into our thing. You're already into ripping parts of you out and putting cybernetics in there instead. Super fun. Now what? Now what should I do? Undignified throne room. Why? Oh, because the brazier's out. Okay. Also, this can get destroyed at this point. We don't actually need this to be a prison anymore. That seems a little excessive. And what I was going to do is... How much gold do I have? 38. That is still not enough to do a royal bed. Darn it. Yeah, that is 50 gold. I mean, I could put it up and they'd give them something to do for a few seconds, but it's not enough. We need 50 gold. I need somebody to be giving me 50 gold. I'm still not sure about this pod thing that I signed up for. I didn't get any kind of notification that like something horrible has fallen from the sky. You should probably deal with that. I don't remember anything like along those lines. Also, should we maybe hunt something? I know we just got a ton of human meat, but it won't kill us to have more food coming in. That's not a bad idea. In fact, it's a very good idea that I just had there. A very, very good idea, which is keep food coming in. Keep food coming in. The anomaly run is to date my greatest work, because I was a genius and then rocketed past genius into the realms of Geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. So that is the best to date. Although, again, I really am just kind of hanging out to see what happens to Chibi, because I think it's going to be very, very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. I don't know what it'll be, but it's going to be very, very exciting. Chibi, you will be back. And we're just going to keep you in the fridge until you are, even though everyone is really, really sad. Ooh, a hunting work site. Murder party. Oh my god, they're down the street. There's 4 people there down the street just waiting to get murdered. They're like, hey, let's go set up shop near the cannibal colony. And then the other person's like, do you think they're going to come and murder us and eat us? Because they've done that with literally every other work site in the vicinity. They've traveled miles to kill people and eat them. Do you think maybe they're going to come and murder us and eat us? And they're like, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. We'll set up camp right near the cannibal colony. That'll be okay. Oh, you poor, poor souls. I'm just going to let those guys sit, because they're not going anywhere. I can go murder them and eat them at any time. There's no rush. No rush at all. I really want to focus a little bit more on getting these sort of projects done that I've had planned for a while. I was thinking, you know, while we've got a sort of a loose moment here, could we maybe do a conversion ritual on Yegor? Because he's really starting to annoy me. So, begin that. Just strap Yegor down to something and beat him until he believes he's a cannibal. Why is it the trauma that runs makes these mega robotic kids? It's probably geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. It's me. It's me. I do things to RimWorld that RimWorld had no anticipation of. Even though RimWorld said, we're going to give people the freedom to do anything they want, really, I do things that they did not anticipate, like the infinite zombie generator, aka the Dave Box, hashtag trademark copyright the Dave Box. So, it's me. When you say that, it's broadly me. So, Yegor, if you could kind of, like, wicked believe in cannibalism, there, okay. Oh, it's a masterful conversion. A masterful conversion. Oh. Oh, are you on our side now? Are you, like, into our stuff? Yeah, you're wicked. Yegor! Welcome aboard, Yegor! Yegor, finally a cannibal. Just some smooth talking by Zash while we strapped him down to an altar. I gotta tell you what, if you strap me down to an altar, I'm gonna be inclined to believe whatever you're telling me. Okay, thank you, Les. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. If you strap me down to an altar and there's like 6 other people chanting at me, I'm going to go ahead and say, sure, I will believe in whatever you want, because I don't want this to continue. All right, Yegor is on board with the cannibalism. So now your mood should be way better. You want human meat? I know. I know. Look at this. You've been a cannibal for like 10 minutes, and you're like, boy, I'd really like some human meat. I would love some human meat right now. I hope we got some human meat in the fridge. Next to the dead 13-year-old drug-addicted cyborg cannibal. Yeah, we're Yegor, you're good. Hey, Yegor, I did promise you, well, I implied, really. I implied, with a loose expectation of this coming true, that I would give you a couple of lungs if you signed up for cannibalism. And you did. And I've got a couple of lungs. I've even got a spare one. Why are we keeping hay here? We don't do hay here. We're not supposed to be doing hay here. Somebody get the hay out of here. So, Yegor, where are you at now? You're consuming a simple meal, hopefully of human. Are you into that? Are you into that? Was that your first human meal? Let's see, organs harvested. Yeah, that sucked. Ate without a table. You literally just ate at a table. You literally just ate at a table. Yeah, there you go. Ate human meat. Oh, it's his first like snack. A drifter, you say. Well, this is how we got Yegor. Miasma. Okay, go chit-chat to Miasma. Boy, Yegor jumps on board, and all of a sudden, all the drifters come to town. All the drifters. Excuse me, one sec. So, what's Miasma's problem these days? Okay, she's deeply knowledgeable. Can study unnatural phenomena. Okay, so she'd be very good at, like, studying demons and stuff. Maybe I could capture you and then convert you. Because that's the problem we had with Yegor. Yegor shows up and he's like, I am not wicked into butchering people. I'm gonna... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Hold that thought, okay? Everyone just hold that thought. Because I can very, very quickly convert this into... Do I have any unowned bedrooms? I don't really want to take up the entire dormitory. Not as such. Okay, so this is now for prisoners. Zash, can you capture Miasma? All right, so talk to Miasma again, and then capture her. Okay, that's going to work out better, because now I can just straight up convert her and figure out if she's any good. Now I can kind of check her out, and not in like a creepy way, but I can check her out and see if she's worth hanging around. And if not, we might just eat her. Zash is probably explaining that right now as he walks Miasma to her prison. He's like, we're going to check you out. I appreciate your offer to join, and I know you're good at like dark studies and stuff. We're going to check you out, see what your skills are like, and if they're not up to snuff, we will eat you. And Miasma's like, oh my god, why did I wander over here? What insanity is this? And we're like, it's Dave. He's a genius. What can we say? Hashtag geniusosity. So I would just get... Zash, you want to just get her in here? I just want to kind of check her out real quick. Really, you have to take her to the farthest bed. Okay. Oh, she's unwavering. Okay. Boy, tough gig for you, kid. So, you're not... I mean, you have skills. You don't have no skills. I think we're probably just going to eat you, Miasma. I feel we're probably just going to go ahead and eat you. You're unwavering. So does that mean I can't... Huh, how does that work? Can I convert you? I'm just going to leave you there, Miasma. We're going to try and convert you and see how that goes. And then maybe I can release you and then you can join. Because all I want is for you to embrace cannibalism. That's all. I just want you to have a really good time eating people. Yegor, wicked into it. We may grab their organs, Buzzkill. We haven't really decided on that. We're gonna sit on Miasma for a while in a non-creepy way. Toblerone, how's the blood loss going these days, kid? Yep, blood loss minor. And how is everyone doing with like getting on our side here? 6.9 on Yar. Wow, 19.7. It's just I keep sending Zash away to do murders. That's the problem. He loves the murders, does Zash. And your death rest will be done in an amount of time. So could we maybe get the brazier done so I could just get rid of that pop-up? Is that, like, Buell, what are you doing right now? You're building a steel tile. Actually, probably go ahead and keep doing that. Yegor, now that you're on board, you're cleaning blood. Good, could you go refuel this, please? Yegor, are you good at... I know you're basically my janitor. You good at anything else? You can cook. And you'll actually like cooking now because, you know, what with the people. And you have a base medical training, and you may be able to create tentacles. We're not really sure. We're not really sure. What is the problem? A warg is hunting Lon. Uh-huh. Yeah, where's Lon in relation to this? Over there. Okay, everyone just be in the runaway zone, please. Yeah, we're not going to bother with that. And make sure the mechs are in the runaway zone. The warg will handle himself. He'll pop into somewhere, and then he'll be wargless. He's like, I am not a warg anymore because I have stepped on a trap. Oh, the warg got in. How'd the warg get in? Anyone know how the warg got in, people? Do we have a warg access door? Okay, let's just go kill a warg. This is a problem. Grumpy's taken his mask off, put on a beret, which is super exciting because those are the best hats. Okay, but Grumpy's hat has now kicked the door open. His gas mask. Could we get everyone to sort of file in over here, please? Like, maybe a little slower, though, because I want to see what's going on. Yeah, see, the warg has taken advantage of the fact that he can get inside. By the fact that Grumpy has taken his gas mask off, embraced the beret lifestyle, but unfortunately leaving the door propped open. So could we again let's assemble here, team? Yeah, more shooting of the... Wow, that warg is wicked into Lon, like hardcore. That warg loves Lon. Okay, well we've dealt with that problem. Grumpy, could you please pick up your stuff? Okay, pick up your stuff, dude. The warg got in because you dumped your gas mask off. And now that doesn't, Grumpy, that's weird. That does not appear to be a human leather beret. It's a cloth beret. You are wearing a human leather parka, though. Well, later in the day. Thank you so much. I have embraced cannibalism. It's the most exciting run I've done. It's one of the few times I really fidgeted with ideology to make something very, very exciting, which is cannibals and drug addiction and all sorts of fun stuff. Grumpy's going nuts in a positive way, in a very, very positive way there. Good job, Grumpy. Well done, Grumpy. Okay. Yeah, no, there's definitely a mod for that. I feel that it makes it more exciting when fun things like that happen. This is why I mean, obviously I've modded RimWorld because I did. But this is why I generally don't mod things, because I like to use the framework of the game to be me. It's no fun if I just make the game whatever I want. I want me through the game. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff done up here. How about we start doing things? So give me Misk. I love Misk. Misk is my favorite. Put the space telephone up here. Anyway, there we go. Space telephone. Can go right over there. And then I need things. I need the subcore encoder. Can go down here. And then I need the mech gestator. It's going to suck up so many components. And then how about I do a shelf or two over here? So one shelf, like up there. This is kind of dead space now, isn't it? Maybe I'll put like a lamp or something up there. So make sure I've got power going right to there. And then I'll put a light up in there. Zash, you're like hip on doing things. Cool. I love what you're doing there, man. Everything that you're doing is fantastic. All right. So we can convert miasma. Might take a while, but we can convert miasma. Unless you're like into our stuff already. No, you're into this ritual sect nonsense. Nobody believes in that miasma. That's so last year. Now, back to Yegor's lungs. I don't know bionics, right? No, I'm not even close to bionics yet. I need to go through fabrication to do it. And I can't make just like a machine eye. I'm going to need to wait for bionics for that. But I could give Yegor a couple of lungs. I mean, that'll cheer him up, right? Like, wow, I can breathe properly. So, Yegor, good news. Good news. We're going to give you some lungs because you've embraced cannibalism. It's a fair trade. So, install, let me see here, a left lung and install a right lung. Okay, and then why don't you actually just go, check in. And, I was going to put up a TV here, wasn't I? So, do recreation and tube television. Give the team something to watch here. Yeah, right in there would be perfect. Okay, put it in there. And then, obviously, we're going to drop a coward save. Why? Because we don't lose colonists to dice rolls. Okay, we do not lose colonists to dice rolls. How happy are the Imperials? Good question. They are, well, everyone else hates us. They're plus 31. That's still technically neutral, but they are plus 31. They're pretty keen on us. They're pretty happy with us. Marjo, are you good at being a doctor? Oh, actually, you're great at being a doctor. Never mind, Marjo. I take it back. You're fantastic at being a doctor. We don't have very much good medicine, or don't have any good medicine. Ooh, speaking of which, who's supposed to be doing artsy stuff? Buell. Except Buell's kind of my cook. I could put Yegor back on cooking, because he's not going to be as fussy about it now, what with the fact that he's a cannibal. So, Yegor, you're going, hang on. Oh, the surgery failed. No, then we just dial back time. It's that simple. That's why we do a safety save, because we don't lose colonists to dice rolls, and I definitely don't lose organs. Those things are hard enough to come by. Hard enough to come by. I'm not losing a colonist to a dice roll, and I'm not losing a lung to a dice roll. So, back to the plan. I think Yegor can go on number 1 cooking, and Buell, I'd love you to get down with some art. If you could be like number 1 on art for a while, and then then we can have some stuff to sell. What are the bills that I've got going on here? We've done the machine form. Yep, don't really need that. 2 smalls and 2 large. We need a baby around here. Well, I'm working on like a biotech kind of room here. This is really gonna be robotics. This is not big enough to hold biotech. I'm gonna need a lot of room for that because they're all gonna want the little neural supercharger Whoosy McWhatsits there. But yeah, after that, and then also I'd have to research Did I already research fertility procedures? I did. Okay, great, good. So I can snip bits off of people and take bits out of people and then kind of put them all together in a weird and creepy way. So yeah, I can definitely create a baby artificially, if you will. I mean, it's not artificial. It's combining the base, organic ingredients, but just not in the traditional manner. Not in the traditional manner is what I'm saying there. In a more mechanical manner, if you will. Lon, why are you so messed up and why are you terrible? The helmet is rotted away. Cool. Yeah, don't care. So, okay, you'll be out in a while. I got to get you a nose at some point. I really... Wait, did we get both of Yegor's lungs done? Okay, we haven't done the right lung. Wait a minute, Zash, are you good at a doctor? Yeah, actually, you're pretty good at a doctor. You are pretty good at doctor. If this one fails, then I'm going to save between each operation. Just to make sure that I don't have to keep winding back time here. So, looking good on the lung. Yegor, looking good. And you've got 2 lungs. Look at you, Yegor. You embrace cannibalism, and all of a sudden you don't have asthma anymore. I'm going to work on some eyes for you, dude. I'm going to totally work on some eyes for you, I swear. It's definitely a thing that's going to... If I could take them out of other people, I would. And give them to you. I would do that for you, Yegor. What with your embracing of cannibalism right now. And also, the hardcore narcotics and all that kind of stuff. Boy, we've got a lot of blood. We sure do have a lot of blood for that. Notice on the series for the outdoor food thing, videos are out of... Oh, I thought I fixed that. Hang on. I can actually fix that right now. If anything happens in RimWorld, somebody let me know. And I wish I knew why it did that later in the day. It just... YouTube arbitrarily puts things out of order. I'm sure there's a very justifiable reason for it. I just don't know what it is, and it seems very silly because they're being uploaded in the correct order. Let me see. What was that? A food park manager. Okay. Videos. Okay. Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 6. Okay. What a pain in the neck YouTube is sometimes, except this is not where I do that. Hang on. I can make that happen. Yegor's up and about, which is good. I mean, I'm basically just watching RimWorld happen right now, so I may as well fix this. It really annoys me when they do that. No, don't play all of them. That's a terrible idea. Why would we do that? So, I need 1. I thought I fixed this, too, because no. What? I'm saying no, like you know what I'm doing, but you don't. So, 1. Okay, there we go. 2. I'm shifting stuff around. You might be watching it in real time. It might be like happening right now. Okay, that should have vaguely fixed things. It should be in the correct order now, starting with the demo and then going on to the little mini-series there. We do need Escandalo. You're not wrong about that. It's just that everyone's being very boring about that lately. So, like, Riggs, how do you feel? Wow, you have a lot of moods. You have so many moods. You're like the moodiest person. I mean, they're all good. So you only like your husband 1. Okay, you like your husband as much as you like wearing a beret, but you like your human leather cape way more. That's understandable. Zash, how do you feel about things in general? You hate your wife. Okay, your wife is not good. Not so good at all. You now like your dining room more than your wife. It used to be the opposite. It's a very odd time around here. Great, Buell's on inspired creativity. That's actually fantastic, because my man is going to be working on some art. So that's a good time to get an inspired creativity. Yeah, you go be creative on that, Buell. You knock yourself out on the creativity there. All right. I'm pretty confident we've gone through most of the human meals at this point, although we do have a lot of meat, just not human meat. I think we're going to have to go on Project Murder soon. And by that, I mean that logging worksite where there are 4 people. And if I'm very, very lucky, they've got cages full of more. What are you over here? Another logging worksite with another 4 people. I could bang both of those out in one trip. Just one quick murder trip, and I can get both of them done. That'd be no problem. Oh, very exciting. I could be coming home with even more people. And if one of them has cages, even better. Even better. I love it when they got the cages. I'm so happy when they got the cages. Hey, Yegor, are you, like, psyched I gave you lungs at all? No. No artificial enhancement. You know what? I will work on that. Tell you what I'm going to do for you, Yegor, because you're so keen on the cannibalism now. How about I rip your ear off and give you a new one? Okay, how about I just rip your ear off? One of them, anyway, and just give you an ear. It'll just keep you sort of placated for right now. More ambrosia. I'll tell you what, if somebody comes by and they want to buy some ambrosia, I'm going to be swimming in it. So don't allow sewing, but also remember, everyone's in runaway. Put everyone back in unrestricted and put the mechs into, well, the mech into the home zone there. Yeah, we'll definitely do a murder trip. We have a frozen tween. You're right, we do have a frozen tween. We've had one for 1.7 years. She's been there for a long... Oh, another work site. Oh my god, it's like Christmas. 2 of them. 2 of them. Right here. 2 of them. Oh, this is Christmas. I could make this whole circuit. I won't, because I you know, why pig out? Why pig out? We'll just, we'll snack. A mad wild boar, you say. Okay, everyone go back into the runaway zone. Thank you. And the mechs back into the runaway zone. Where's this wild boar that you speak of? Down there. Okay. I'm sure that's going to be fine. It'll wander into a trap corridor. It will be a murder tour. We should get shirts that say Murder Tour 2025. I should get a shirt that says Murder Tour 2025. And then see how long it takes for the cops to stop me and say, please explain this shirt. Can you please tell us about this shirt? Because this shirt seems suspicious. It claims that you were on a murder tour. Have you, in fact, been touring, murdering people? And I'd be like, nah, dude. I just like playing RimWorld. And they're like, what is RimWorld? And I'd have to explain to them what RimWorld is. And that's going to be a very, very, very long conversation. That ain't going to go quick. Okay, so if you could just wander into a trap corridor, I'd appreciate it. Because it's kind of a pain to have to keep a vague eye on you. And I'd like to send the team out to do things that aren't involved with a boar. If you had that shirt, I would totally buy it. I have too many phrases. That's the problem. I have too many phrases. Like your sitcom comedian, they're gonna have one catchphrase. Like, I'm Larry and this is my brother Daryl and this is my other brother Daryl. That was pretty much their only catchphrase. Okay, I have way too many. We've done Neural Supercharger. Go ahead and start the multi-analyzer, because I'm going to need that to get to fabrication and that to get to bionics. We're all very excited about bionics. Yeah, if you could wander into a trap corridor anytime and you're dead. Okay, super. That problem has been solved. So let's get back to unrestricted and the mech in the home zone, please. What season is it? It's about halfway through winter. Okay, yeah, we're definitely out of human meat because we're actually cooking up like animals at this point, which is a very silly thing to do. One quick check on these guys. So Toblerone, 16.1, Yar, 3.1. Okay, Yar is going to be on board pretty quickly. Yeah, it's probably because we're not taking her blood anymore. And then Marcus, 20.1. Yeah, 20. Marcus is going to be kicking around for a while. A long time. Okay, that all seems fine. Guys, I'm going to check out there and let you guys get on to far more important things to do with the rest of your day than this nonsense. I got to go fold laundry. Like, true story. I got to go fold laundry. That's not necessarily an expression of geniusosity, #geniusosity, but it is a task that needs to be done. So I'm going to go fold some laundry and, I don't know, figure out what Mrs. Dave and I are going to eat tonight. But I will be back tomorrow with more of this. Later in the day, come by tomorrow. We're here Friday and Saturday. I hope you come back. I hope all of you come back. No, seriously, I'm not kidding. I need every single view I can get. Please come back and watch again. But I will let you guys get out of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more of this nonsense. Thank you very, very much for allowing me to do this publicly. I should have been stopped years ago, but here we are. I adore doing this. I've been looking forward to this all day. Can't wait to come in and stream some RimWorld with you guys. So thank you for allowing me to do this and having, hopefully, I'm definitely having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun too. I will definitely see you tomorrow. Thank you again. Goodbye.